Did your home experience hail damage in a recent hailstorm? Are you wondering what to do now? Who to call first? Do you want to avoid being ripped off and steer clear of the most common scams in the storm restoration industry? Thousands of unsuspecting homeowners get ripped off by unscrupulous contractors every year during a hailstorm. This video will help you protect your home and your family immediately. Hi, I'm John Francis, the owner of Northern Virginia Roofing and Exteriors. We're a family-owned and operated business. We have successfully completed hundreds of hail and wind damage claims in the Northern Virginia, Maryland, and DC areas since 1963. In this video, I will share with you some tips that will make your storm restoration process go as smooth as possible. Here's an overview of how the hailstorm restoration process works. First, it's very important to recognize the signs of hail damage early on to prevent any further consequences or complications to your home. This will help you eliminate any potential problems before they get out of control. Plus, it's much easier to collect all the money that is rightly due to you by your insurance company right after a hailstorm happens, instead of waiting months afterwards. Over the 51 years of operation, we have had many cases when a homeowner calls us with a roof leak. And after the inspection, we discover that the roof leak was caused by a hailstorm that might have happened 2 or 3 years ago. Unfortunately, the homeowner didn't contact a contractor to inspect their home for hail damage out of fear that maybe the insurance company would raise their rates, their insurance policy would be canceled, or they just didn't see any damage from the ground. Remember, after 2 years, it's too late to file a claim. And now it's your responsibility to repair or replace your roof on your own dime. So if you heard hail damage was reported in your area or on the news, or maybe you noticed that your neighbors were talking about hail damage, that's a sure sign that your home might have been damaged. Click on the link to the right to learn more. If your home did experience a wind or hailstorm, it is your responsibility, according to your homeowner's insurance policy, to mitigate any further damage. Generally, your insurance company will reimburse you for the expenses that you've incurred to mitigate any damage. Just make sure to keep all your receipts, and it's a good idea to take pictures of the damage before any work begins. Click on the second link to learn more. When a hail or windstorm hits your area, you are going to be inundated with flyers, direct mail offers, yard signs, telemarketers, door knockers, and all kinds of marketing, which can be extremely overwhelming. It is very important to slow down and verify that this person or company you are talking to is a qualified local contractor, or a QLC as I call them. Trust me, it is best to take your time and find a qualified local contractor that you can trust to get the job done right the first time. It will save you a lot of time, money, and headaches. But what should you do when people knock on your door? Trust your instincts. If you are not comfortable with them, you should ask them to leave. Remember, never let a door knocker on your roof the first time you meet them. Do not make a quick decision and sign paperwork agreeing to use a certain contractor unless you are sure they are a qualified local contractor. For more information on how to find a QLC, click on the third link. When a storm hits your area, storm chasing companies from all over the country come into your town to take advantage of the insurance-related repairs. There are definite benefits that storm chasing companies bring when they come into town. One of the benefits is that the local contractors usually cannot handle all the damage in a timely manner. So the storm chasers help restore the community much faster than it normally would be. But there are also many downsides to consider as well. Storm chasing companies are very, very good at disguising who they are and where they are from. Since nobody wants to do business with an out-of-town company, Many storm chasing companies pretend to be local. They pretend to know the local building codes and regulations. They even rent local companies for the duration of the storm and then leave when the storm is completed, leaving you and your home very vulnerable. You want your roofing contractor or company to be around long term, for the next 20, 30 years at least, to take care of any warranty work that may arise. A storm chasing company is going to be gone to work another storm next year. That's why it's very important to find a qualified local contractor or a QLC to work on your home. Click on the fourth link to learn how to tell the difference between a storm chaser and a qualified local contractor. After a hail or windstorm, you might be wondering, should I file an insurance claim? Will my premiums go up? Will my insurance company drop me? These are all legitimate questions, and before we discuss them, you should know that hail and wind damage is considered an act of God by law, and your insurance company cannot legally drop you. Let me give you a few reasons why you should not file a claim. If you have minimal damage to your home and you have a high deductible, or if you have minimal damage to your home and you don't have an RCV policy. We'll go into more about that later. On the other hand, here are some reasons to file a claim. Storm damage may cause leaks and interior damage. Failure to repair storm damage can lower the value of your home. Your insurance premiums most likely will go up regardless if you file a claim or not. Keep in mind that home insurance rates are calculated based on the claims in your geographic area, not based on your home individually, like your car insurance is. Read more about filing an insurance claim by clicking on the fifth link. Before you make a decision to file or not to file, you need to do an initial property inspection. Did you know the roof of your house is actually worth 10 to 15% of your home's entire value? And it covers 90% of your assets? Not to mention that it provides the protection from rain for your family. Some of the things that should be inspected after a hailstorm are water leaks. A leaky roof or water stains on your ceiling is a good sign that your roof was damaged by hail. Although hail damage doesn't always cause immediate leaks, and in many cases goes undiscovered until after it starts leaking, or serious damage occurs in the future. Downspouts, gutters, and gutter screens. Walk around your house and check all your downspouts, gutters, and gutter screens. If you see any dings or dents, especially on the downspouts, you can expect to find more trouble elsewhere. Another one is excessive granule buildup in the gutters. Look at where the water comes out at the bottom of your downspouts. If there is a lot of roof granules on the ground, there's a good chance that the hail damaged your shingles and the rain washed the granules into the gutters and downspouts. Inspecting your roof. If you're feeling adventurous, you can grab a ladder and climb on your roof to inspect the soft metals, such as vents, plumbing stacks, things like that, things that have metal. Check to see if they have any dings or dents. Having said that, I don't recommend you getting on your roof as it can be extremely dangerous. Leave that to qualified professionals. Hundreds of homeowners fall off ladders and roofs every year, so please be prudent. In closing, there is one of three things you can do after a hailstorm hits. Number one, you can do nothing, because you don't think there's enough hail damage or you're afraid your insurance will be adversely affected after you make a claim. Number two, you can call your insurance company first and file a claim. Or three, you can call a contractor before you call the insurance company. I don't recommend number one because you could be ignoring potential problems. You should call a qualified local contractor to inspect your home. It won't cost you any money to get the inspection, but it could cost you, not your insurance company, a lot of money in the future if ignored. Regarding number two, if you call your insurance company first, they will send an insurance adjuster out to determine if there's any damage to your home. Remember, the insurance adjuster works on the behalf of the insurance company, not on your behalf. This is true whether you've had your insurance for 1 month or 40 years. You need someone with storm damage claims experience who will work on your behalf. You need an advocate. That's why I recommend number 3. Call your qualified local contractor or your QLC first to work on your behalf to help you determine whether to file a claim or not. Then you can call your insurance company if you decide to file a claim. If you have any questions or if you would like your roof inspected, call the number you see on the screen. Otherwise, click on the links that you see to the right to learn more.